Hey everybody, Brian Zane here. We are closing in on WrestleMania 33, but we are also 1 week away from the Internet Darlings Live Saturday, April 1st at the Embassy Suites on International Drive in Orlando, Florida. I've tried not to inundate you or bug you with posts about it on my channel. You've probably seen some of the bumpers at the ends of my videos this month advertising it. You've probably seen the link for the tickets in the description below. But for those of you who might still not be aware, allow me to explain to you what this show is all about. The Internet Darlings Live is going to be a gathering of the stars from some of the biggest and most popular wrestling YouTube channels that are out there, all under one roof for the first time anywhere. There's myself, Adam Blompier from What Culture, Grim from Grimm's Toy Show, JD from New York, Joe Cronin, Matthew from Botchamania, and Steven Larson from Going in Raw. You're also going to see a lot of other wrestling YouTubers, both live and in some pre-tape stuff. Believe me, I try to get as many wrestling channels as possible to be involved in this project. If your favorite isn't on the show in some form or fashion, it's not due to a lack of try on my part. Plus, there'll be some other surprise guests as well. What's on the agenda? Well, we're talking WrestleMania, obviously, given our predictions, but there's going to be a lot more than that, talking about some big wrestling issues, like what would it take for another boom period to happen in wrestling, the stigma of chosen ones in WWE, our most vivid wrestling memories, good and bad. There's going to be 8 people on stage there with very different opinions on things. It's going to be a very interesting discussion. There's also going to be some fun sketches, a Q&A session with the fans, maybe a musical number or two, and of course a meet and greet with the stars after the show. And I'm serious about the song thing. One of the most frequently asked questions I've gotten about this show is, will the event be streamed live? Unfortunately, no, there will be no live streaming. The cost of getting Wi-Fi for the venue in order to broadcast it was just too high. We couldn't work it out. But there will be a camera crew shooting the whole thing, and in the weeks following the event, the 7 main channels represented on stage will be releasing parts of the show for everyone to see. And I know a lot of people are going to be asking about what happened with the whole effing show and Kevin Scampoli. Once again, for those of you who are fans of his channel, I apologize things didn't work out. But if you want to learn more, check out the AMA I did last week at Reddit Squared Circle. I'm putting the link to that in the description below. You'll find everything you need to know there. And finally, at the end of the day, I just feel so thrilled to be hosting an event like this in the thick of WrestleMania weekend. You think of all the other podcasters who do live shows this time of year, like Jim Ross and Bruce Pritchard. They're doing shows. WCPW, Ring of Honor, every other promotion under the sun, Access, WrestleCon, all these events are happening all at WrestleMania weekend, and I'm right in the middle of it. I'm very passionate about this project. We've all worked very hard to make this happen, and from the bottom of my heart, if you're going to be in Orlando for WrestleMania weekend, it would mean so much to me and the other guys involved for you to make it to this show. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. So once again, we're just 7 days away from the Internet Darlings Live. It's happening Saturday, April 1st, 4 p.m. start time, happening at the Embassy Suites on International Drive in Orlando. And if your Mania weekend plans aren't nailed down just yet, and you're floating around seeing what's out there, you're holding out, do know that remaining tickets will be sold at the door and at WrestleCon the day of and the day before. But honestly, I wouldn't take my chances if I were you. So get your tickets down the link below and be part of the biggest collaboration in wrestling YouTube history. I'm Brian Zane, and I'll see you there.